Hello, everyone. In this episode of Building Blocks, we are going to be learning how to design a partial and full panel Stream Deck background. And we're also going to be creating a profile for productivity, which we're going to be using to open our most used apps. Here we go. Okay, so what do I mean by partial and full Stream Deck background? Let me show you. So this is a full panel design, and this one is a partial panel design. This is the productivity one, and these are all the apps that I use, and this is what we're going to create today. We're also going to create this full panel design. So let's start with this one. So for me, these are my apps. So these are about 15 apps that I use every day. So let's create the profile. To create the profile, we're going to go to the gear icon up here. We're going to click the plus sign right here. And then we're going to double click on it. So if let me back up a little bit. If say you come in and the tab is general or any of the other ones, you're going to click on the profile one. You're going to double click here, and we're going to name this productivity number 2. And I'm going to add it all the way to the top so that it's easier for me to find. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to switch to that profile so that we can customize it. I'm going to go to productivity 2, and here we are. You will notice that everything that we do here, you will see it on your Stream Deck as well. So for me right now, so that I can easily access the top level, I am going to create that button right here. So I'm going to go to navigation, and I'm going to add a switch to profile. Okay, this will allow me to go easily to the top level where I have all of my profiles. So for here, I want to go home. I want to go home. And then I'm going to assign a file to it. And the file is going to be, this is productivity. So I am going to go to productivity. And I'm going to assign this color to it. Okay, that's that. Now we're going to assign the apps to these buttons, okay? So to do that, we are going to go to systems right here, and we're going to go to open. We're gonna drag open, which is a rocket, to your panel. Now, because we just like easy things, right? Or I should say shortcuts. I'm going to Command C and Command V all of the keys. Okay, so here we go. Okay, now that we have them there, I'm going to assign the app that I wanted to open. So here, I'm going to go to the bottom one that says app, reads app/file. When I click on here, and it's going to pull up your applications folder. From here, you go to town. You just go and select the apps that you use every day. So for me, we go with craft. I'm going to delete the title. And then we're going with Ecamm, of course. And delete that. Again, I'm going to do this for all the apps until it gets to the end. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so these are all the apps. So say you are like, oh, I wanted to organize it in the way that I use them and things like that. You can do it and it won't mess up the programming. So what I mean by this is say, okay, I use these 3 apps in this order. Okay, then I use these apps in this order. Okay. And then I have a website for the websites that I use the most. We're going to go here and drag website over to here. And we're just going to type in the title of the the URL. We'll go canva.com and Canva. My website. And now I'm going to assign my logo to it. Okay. Here we go. Awesome. So now I have all of these awesome, it just looks beautiful, beautiful and productive. So let's go and now design partially on the other side, right? Design the panel background. And you saw me bringing this one in. So now I'm going to bring the rest of it so that you can see this beautiful, loving design that I have. Before we go on, I designed it in Canva. And the dimensions that I used was 144 by 144 pixels. So it's a square. So long as you design it in a square format, you should be okay. Okay, so now let's bring this in. So to be able to assign a background or an image to set a file to a key, we need to have a key in it. And it needs to do nothing, right? So the way I do it is, and if you have another way, please do tell me because I would love to know, is I drag and drop a hotkey to the deck. And now what I'm going to do again is going to copy and paste. Okay, so Command C, Command V. And I'm going to do this in all of them. Okay, so now that we have this, we will set a file to it, and this setting a file is the design, but this keys will do nothing. So if you accidentally press it, it's not going to do anything unless I press the bottom one here, which is the one that I have assigned for home. Okay, so here we go. To assign it, we're going to go here, set from file. I'm going to go to my productivity folder. And I'm going to bring them both in. So I'm going to do this one. And then I'm going to do the heart. Okay. Now I want to have these middle buttons to have the heart and the rest to be hot pink. So for that, I'm going to, again, cut and paste, Command C and Command V. Okay, and now this one, I'm going to copy here. And here is going to be, okay. That looks beautiful. That looks beautiful. Again, practical and beautiful Stream Deck. So now we don't have all those empty black buttons that could be used for something beautiful and they're just there doing nothing, right? Now they have a purpose. So here it is. Right? The functional productivity, you can use it to click on, open all of your apps as such, like this, for example. We are in Canva, as easy as that. And now that we are here, let's check out the full background that we're going to design now, the full panel background. So for that, I designed that one in a 16 by 9 because I wanted it all. I wanted it full. And I did a search for nerd, and Canva has a really great selection of nerds, which we love here in BuildingBlocks. And it gave it to me like this. I added it to the middle because that's the design that I wanted. But you can move it to wherever you want, depending on the design that you want on the Stream Deck. Okay. So say you wanted to do a partial design for this little guy here. You will have it to the side or to the other side, depending on where you want it to have it. Or you can make him smaller and design all around him. right? This part, right? You could just get creative, but for me, I wanted to do the most, so I wanted him really big. So I'm gonna make him like this. I'm gonna make him a little, so that his shoes actually go on the Stream Deck. Okay, and now we are going to export him. All right, so now we have that one that background downloaded. Now, before we do that, we need to create that profile, right? So we're gonna go back to our Stream Deck. We're gonna go back to the gear icon, and we're going to plus sign, double click on it, and building blocks. I'm gonna drag that to the top. Again, I just do that so that it's easier for me to find when I'm looking for it. All right, so now we're gonna go to that profile, and let me switch so you guys can see me. Go back to the profile, and we're gonna do two building blocks. It's gonna be blank again. I'm going to again add my home button to it. Okay, here we go, and this is home. And I'm going to assign a red. It's gotta go because I had this before. All right, so I'm assigning a red one there. That is home. And I know that that corner is to go home. Okay, now we want to design the full panel background. We're gonna go to, we're going to assign the hotkeys like we did before for the partial one. So I'm gonna drag it, and again, I'm gonna copy and paste, Command C, Command V. Here we go. Okay, now that we have it, we are going to assign the keys. But before we do that, we have to actually make them into keys. And for that, I'm gonna go to create new icon. This is going to bring us to, let me go back here. Okay, it's gonna bring us to the Elgato Stream Deck app. And here we will be here if we wanted to create a key, but we wanna create a wallpaper. So we're gonna click in here. And now we have this interface. We are going to click on File down here, Image. And this is where we're gonna bring the background that I selected. Anyway, okay. And here we go. Here's the little dude. So we can adjust it because how we arrange it here, that's the way the keys are gonna be made, right? So his little shoes are getting cut off. So I don't want his shoe to get cut off. I don't want his hands to be cut off. So let me adjust it here and just play around with it. So let's see what's going on. I played around with the size and width and the position XY to make his shoes a little bit come up and his gloves. So here it is, so that in case that happens to you, you can go here, the position. So if you press it, it goes to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, down, up. Right? So here we go. So now I like it the way I want him to show up. And sometimes it doesn't reflect down here because this is how your keys are going to look on your Stream Deck. So what I do is I click on Stream Deck, I click out of it, and then I come back and then it shows. Right? So here we go. I would like to have seen his eyes a little bit more, but you get it. We get him. Okay, so now what we do is we do save keys. So let's save the keys. Alrighty then, now we're coming back here to our panel and we are going to go to the building blocks profile. And now we just are going to bring in and assign the file to each of these 32 keys, okay? So this is what I'm saying. If you have another way of doing it, please feel free to write it in the comments because we will appreciate it. So let me go full screen and do this. So let's go back to our building blocks. Okay. So we're going to start assigning. We're going to, again, go to set from file. And, oh, yes. Okay, so I forgot that part. It comes in as a zip file, so we have to unzip it. So let me unzip that. Okay, now this is unzipped. And we're going to drag and drop, okay? Drag and drop. But first to do that, we are going to set from file, and we're going from 1. Right, so that's 1. So now I'm going to drag and drop all the ones to here. So I select the following key. And drag it. Okay, I'm going to be doing this for all of them. Almost there. And it looks beautiful. So now we're going to assign the function buttons that we need, right? Because this one is actually going to be functional. So we usually have a min file, comments, demo mode, and all of those keys here for building blocks. So I'm going to assign those here. For that, we're going to go to the Ecamm Live profile up here, and we're gonna add those. So run scene, gonna drop it here, and going to copy and paste, and then we have some here. Okay, so now I'm going to assign it. So I'm gonna say main, and right here we select the main. Now I'm gonna set a file, and I'm gonna use the same color, comments, which, yes, I don't have here because Fuljens has all of those scenes. So I'm just gonna add comments anyway and leave them there, and assign a file to it as well, which will be blank. And then in here, we're going to have a demo. And actually, here, there's already a key that we're just going to drag there, and then we set it. And then my name all, and I'm going to do it to the side. I'm going to, which I forgot to do for the other one, so I'm going to set it to 16. The font, I'm going to set it to impact, and the color, I'm going to set it to yellow. Okay, so you assign this one to what you would like, and we do the key, and again here, and we do the key. So now we have it all nicely branded, and with our colors, red, and our emoji there. Beautiful, and it's a functional Stream Deck design. I hope this got your juices flowing, and we hope to see the designs that you create. Feel free to add it to the Facebook, Ecamm Live Facebook group, or in Discord, and show us the designs that you have made, whether they are partial or full. And you don't have to make it as elaborate as I did. I mean, this little, I just like him. He looks cute. He looks active. He's like, let's go, right? So you go ahead and design and let us know if you have any questions in the comments. And we will be doing more Stream Deck tutorials because we all have Stream Decks, or the majority of us have Stream Decks, and we don't use it to its fullest potential. And for me, just being able to use the Stream Deck that I have on my desk all the time and use it for productivity, it has been great. And especially looking at it, that it looks beautiful, and then I can also do things with it, like recall the apps that I want to use. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing. So good luck designing, and let us know how you like it, if you would like to see any more videos like this. Again, Fuljens will be back with us next Wednesday. We will see you then. You can also check us out on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the YouTube channel for ENN, where we update you on what is going on in the world of Ecamm and in the world of live streaming and productions. Okay, thank you so much for being here and watching. My name is Ana Gil, and we will see you then. This is Building Blocks. Bye.